Hi. In this video, we will use Python programming language, create 6 machine learning models, train them, and save them. And using Power BI, we will do some transformations and create a couple of report pages. As shown here, we have those predicted values from all the 6 algorithms. And this is the report page which we are going to create. And as shown here, if you hover over any kind of data point, you will see whatever algorithm, that prediction and original value, and also if there is any deviation, the deviation is also shown. And this is the second report page. So let us try to look at the training data. As you can see, there are several columns, a date and followed by several numeric columns. And our idea is that we wanted to predict total calories by using the other variables. So as highlighted here, this is the training set. It is up to 12/31/2022. And we will try to use the training data in Python programming language. We will try to load it first. We will use pandas and we will try to load the data. And based on your path, you can load it from your file. And once it is loaded, we have those the last rows, 3 rows. And we will do some kind of EDA. We will look at the description and the statistics and all. And also we will try to look at the histogram plot as shown here. We are using matplot library. Once we run that, we have all those numeric columns. It is showing the histogram. And we will try to look at the data types. And as you can see, there is an object and also a couple of floats and integers. And let us try to create a subset of our data and discard any non-numeric columns. And you can use pandas, select data types, and we'll pass integer and float, so that we have only those required columns. And we can make sure that those the only values which are picked up. And also we will try to see if there are any null values. In machine learning, we should not have any null or blank values. So we have made sure that it is done. And we'll also try to create a list so that in case if we want to use these column names somewhere else, we can use them as shown here. And first, let us try to look at a scatter plot. And we'll see the relationship between the all the variables. So we have these variables here. It's an interactive map, and you can hover over and see. Normally, we have to do all these pre-processing steps, standardization, normalization, etc. But I'm skipping this because this video we are trying to focus on how to use Python, create machine learning models, and then use Power BI. So I'm not trying to go into details, but in ideal cases, we have to do all those feature engineering steps. So we are trying to predict total calories. So we'll use the X and Y as shown here. And once we have those values, we can try to start using the algorithms. First, we'll try to use the Decision Tree Regressor. And in case before that, in case if you want to see there are many algorithms which are by scikit-learn. So you can see them up online also, documentation, you can look it up. And as shown here, Decision Tree algorithm, these are the powerful predictive models. And it has a particular process it goes through, and the decision trees can go back and tell us the factors which are influencing the decision. So we are not going to go into much details, but we will try to import that decision tree regressor and load it. And we can also visualize the tree by using a Python package called as super tree. And by using joblib, we can try to save this model rather, the trained model. And once we have that, we have a trained model in our directory. And we can also use 3 more algorithms as shown here, Ridge, Lasso, and Elastic Net. So once we train them, and we'll try to remove the typo. Looks like I have made a typo here. Once I remove the typo, and then run the cell again, we have those 3 models also saved. And also next we will try to import a linear regression, and same steps will follow. We'll try to fit the data and save the trained model. And also next we will try to use the random forest regressor. I randomly picked up 6 or 7. Ideally, you have to make sure that you follow through several steps to make sure that you're using the correct algorithm. So in this case, we'll be able to use super tree and visualize the tree too. And what we have done is we have reviewed the steps and also created models. And before we step ahead, we want to see what is regression. Regression is a statistical method used in machine learning to model analyze. So it will try to look at the relationship between various variables. So that we can predict outcomes like house prices, stock prices, or sales, and it will predict the dependent variable based on the independent variables. And this is the test data, and the test data is from a different year. So as you can see, from 1/1/2023 to 2023 December. So this once we load the data into Power BI, this is the Power Query window. As you can see, we have loaded the test data, and that is the applied steps on the right side. To save time, I have gone ahead and created those steps, but we'll go through step by step and see how I've created them. And I have used the transform and clicked on Run Python so that this window will open. The first step is we have to load all the models. As you can see here, 6 models. It's a very simple thing. Joblib.load model, and pass the location, path, file name, wherever you've saved those files, the model files. So that is the first step. And the next step is we have to create new columns. So we want to create for each and every algorithm, we want to create new columns. In this case, for example, DT prediction. And again, the dataset holds the input data for this thing. And as shown here, we can create those things because we have saved the model. We have not predicted. So we have to pass all those X features here, like shown. Make sure that the order and names are the correct ones which you are passing here. Otherwise, you get error. So repeat the same steps for all the other 5 algorithms as shown here. Let me quickly show you that. Like here, for LR prediction and rich prediction, Lasso prediction, and we have all the other 2 algorithms also. Once we have done that, if there are no errors, this window will show up, and we don't need the name column. We can remove it. And once we remove that, we have a table here. We can expand that. Once we expand that, we have an option like shown here. Once you click on expand, this kind of window will open up and select the columns which you want. I have already done that. So we have those columns up here. And next is sometimes you get an error. Date is, again, you can see all the columns are in string format. So we want to make changes. You can use the change type with locale. That is very important so that you get appropriate date column there. And like I said, all the other columns are also not appropriately have the data type. So we can go ahead and make the changes. Some of them must be whole numbers, and some of them must be a decimal number. We'll have a fixed decimal number for distance in miles and distance in kilometers, so that those 2 things are taken care of. Once we have done that, we can go ahead and unpivot the data. We have all those predict new columns which were created, right, by using Python. I do not recommend doing this. We can create a separate data set and unpivot them and use that. But I just wanted to use this attribute and value in one of the report pages. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. We are happy now. We can close and apply. We are in the Power BI window in the table view. As you can see, all the applied steps in Power Query have shown up here. That's cool. And we have the total calories, and also each and every algorithm has predicted a value. So I think we are happy that we have these things. And next is we create a single measure that calculates the deviation from the prediction value. It's a very simple measure so that we'll know how far the prediction value is from the original calories. So this is the report page. There is a slicer up top, and there is a stacked bar chart on the bottom. And these are the various values which have passed for x-axis and the legend, and also I've added 2 values to the tooltips. So whenever you hover over any of the data point, you can look at the values too. And I've made some formatting also. It is up to you in whatever fashion you want the report page to look. So I just did some basic formatting. And if you make any selections, those values also change. This is the second report page. You have a slicer on the left, and also line and clustered column chart on the right. and I've gone ahead and added data labels and as such, so that whenever user makes selections on the slicer, those values also will change. This is a line and clustered column chart. Like I said, I've made changes to the color and all. I think this is a cool way of looking at our data, and it's pretty easy to use Python, because these are Python and Power BI are two superpowers. We combined them, and in a short period of time, we have created models, saved them, and using Power Query, we have made transformations and created two report pages. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.